Injury, Smith and Collins. Elliott. For just a couple, and for more. Two tight ends, Jarwin and Witten on the field. And it's a give to Zeke with a blocker in front. And he dives ahead for 11 or 12. And again, both starting tackles inactive today. First down. Throw for about 6 or 7. You know that play pretty well, to Witten.
Yeah.
Seen that a few hundred times.
That's just a Y stick. He can run that in his sleep. And that's what, right now after the start of this game, first down, this is where you get the advantage scheme-wise. The RPO stuff comes into play, and Greg Williams with getting his team all over it. Jamal Adams plays with a lot of fire.
Yeah, he's a good one. Darwin, as Adams put the big hit on him to take the Cowboys off the field.
And this is just a sort of a pick play, and Adams does a wonderful job of getting his hand right in the middle like you're taught and ripping that ball out. And now look at the top. You see this? As a quarterback, you'll see when you know it's man, that's a slant you could call, right? You could do a play that's moving.
2 touchdown throws, 153 on his last 6 passes. And Dak able to get it to Witten for 9.
And this is where Dak is really good.
Second 100-yard performance this season last week, but that's why you're seeing so much of Wilson and Austin. And here is Zeke losing a yard on his, what is his 11th carry of the game? 11 now for 34. Adams comes up to make the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is just difficult because the Cowboys had such success on some play actions this early part of the year, and the teams have adjusted a little bit to say our secondary is going to play slow.
Line.
Witten runs a seam. Dak looks, he's going to throw a seam over here, goes down to Austin, and does a great job scrambling. And then Witten, outstanding as he runs out that seam, getting ready, and then boom, comes right back to the ball. And he knows football at a very high level. And you can see he still runs pretty good, doesn't he, Josh?
He's got 4 catches, 41 yards.
Yeah, he's Sam Witten, you can always remember.
Elliott. Brought down by McClellan after 6. He's starting to get bigger chunks now. That was a 10-yard run for him, up to 81 on the game.
Well, and what happens here is when you get in those type of formations, you're like, okay, we're down 2 receivers. You put more of another position that you think is a strength on the field. And because of that, now we can run the ball a little bit differently.
It's interesting talking to Jason coming back after a year and going to the booth, coming back for his 16th season, not having to shoulder all the leadership roles that he was asked to do for so many years, Tony.
Well, yeah, because these other guys have stepped up and played in a lot of football games, and now he can just play football. And yes, he's there for them in any leadership capacity they need. And Dak with another hit. Well, this is a great slide in the pocket by Dak. And watch Witten. This is Y option right here. He runs up, makes you think, and runs outside. They just put him in the receiver position to run a route right up by the sticks. Well, the right guard and right tackle both pull across the field and do a great job of giving a hole. And then Zeke, when he gets that space, I mean, look at the finish. 2-3 yards after contact, down in the red zone. Outstanding play.
And Zeke goes over 100 yards on this drive, 105 and the touchdown. With a game plan for the second half with so many of the offensive starters out. Let's get Zeke to go try to win this game for us, get us back into it. He's delivered 70 yards on the ground and a catch in the second half. An automatic first down.
Well, that is a huge decision on this call. I mean, he's a touch early, but it's not really affecting. Oh, my gosh.
Boy, that was something that could have gotten some attention.
Wow. It's just a post-up. Witten's route. This is where you want to give him the ability to run an option route there. He has a sit route right over the ball. And Greg Williams with the all-out pressure with the game on the line. And no one had a moving route there. Dak has to throw that ball outside on a fade.